Now it starts out looking pretty nice, I gotta say.
The world is filled with stories of legendary heroes.
Now the fairy is an interesting thing. Like, I guess there were like,
of fantastical creatures and wondrous places.
what I find promising is just the fact that
where
it, like,
nature
only shows the sword at the beginning.
magic live in perfect harmony. Not all stories have happy endings.
I feel there's more so
But yours
banking on the
has yet to be written.
Fable, like, oh yeah, write your own story. So the the official trailer doesn't really tell us much. In fact, it doesn't really tell us anything at all, to be completely honest. But I have heard, just like through the grapevine, mostly like Facebook and just random fucking super spam websites and shit, there are some things we can look forward to in terms of this game. And you will notice that they are calling it Fable, like just Fable. Like, they're not calling it Fable 4, at least the trailer doesn't seem to suggest that, at least. So it's called just Fable, which is interesting because they already did, you know, Fable Anniversary. They already kind of did the reboot. But I have heard through the grapevine that this is actually gonna be a reboot. So it's not gonna be, I mean, I guess it's still gonna be a new, like, leg of the series, but it's basically gonna be a reboot of the original game. But what I'm imagining is that it's gonna be closer to what they actually wanted out of the first game, possibly. I mean, that's just me speculating, but that would be nice if they just kind of did the first game, but then like added all the shit that they originally intended to add, but just didn't have the technology to back in the day. That complete with like new and better quests and whatnot. But seeing as how the original game is my favorite of, you know, the 3 that exist now, not including the weird spin-off games, I actually wouldn't be too mad if they did do a reboot, as long as it was like different in significant enough ways, not just like graphically or whatever. So that would be nice. I wouldn't mind if it was a reboot. But again, that's just stuff I've heard through the grapevine. I don't know like sourcing on any of that stuff. Oh, here we go. What will the gameplay be like? Well, when was this released? 2 days ago. Oh, what Fable 4 rumors are out there? Here we go. And a lot of these entice me. This is where I heard about this shit. So here we go. It'll feature first and third person perspectives. That's kind of interesting. I didn't really care about the third person too much. Like, it didn't bother me. So I mean, I guess it'll be cool to just play it from a new perspective. But you know, that's whatever. That, to me, that's a pretty neutral little point there. But the second one, that one is what excites me. Guns are gone. And as you will notice, the first thing they showed in the trailer was just a sword, a lonesome sword, a nice old school medieval style sword. So if those two things are in line with each other, that would be pretty nice. Like, it kind of looks like they're just gonna stick to the swords, you know? That might be what they were alluding to in that trailer. So if guns are gone, that would be really nice. Not that they were like completely terrible, but I feel like it just kind of slowly brought the series away from what it originally was, at least in my opinion. Like, Fable 2 wasn't the worst game in the world. It was definitely playable, but it was still, in my opinion, a step in the wrong direction with all the muskets and, you know, kind of losing all of the medieval aspects of the game. So that's nice. If that's more than just a rumor, I would be okay with that, to have the guns gone. It's possible to ignore the main quest. I'm not gonna lie, that was technically possible in the other games. I don't really know exactly what it's trying to say about that. I mean, there were like side quests and stuff, and there were like even more side quests. Like, there were side quests that you could obtain from the guild, and then there were like side quests that you could just go out and find, like the mushroom quest, or I guess there weren't really all that many, or the like the Bordello Manor and all those types of weird little quests, or the Fight Club quests. You know, many examples of, you know, your ability to ignore the main quest. Or you could just go out and get super strong as fuck, and you could have a maxed out character before you even start doing any quests. Like, it's possible to ignore the main quest. I don't really know exactly what this entails, but I guess it sort of suggests that the game will still be like an open world experience that's like explorable without doing the main quest. Maybe that's what they mean. Like, you can still go to Knothole Glade even though you haven't done the quest. Like, that would be nice. And then yeah, this was where I heard that rumor about building towns, of course, so that would be pretty cool. That's something that I've been wanting to see in games for a while. I mean, ever since Fallout 4 came out and you could kind of just build your own fucking town more or less. Ever since that, I was, you know, hoping I could see that in the next Elder Scrolls game, but it kind of seems like we're going to see it in the next Fable game before we'll see it in the next Elder Scrolls game, but I am still hoping that Elder Scrolls 6 has something similar to this. But yes, building towns, super stoked about that. That'll be dope. And then of course there will be a multiplayer component, which, I mean, I don't even know why that would be a rumor. They pulled it off with Fable 2, so I don't really see why that should be an issue at all, but yeah, that would be pretty cool, I guess. And then built in the Unreal Engine, you know, fucking the Unreal Engine's an engine. I mean, it's a good one, I guess, but yeah, whatever. And then there will be time travel and interplanetary travel. So yeah, that does sound completely buck wild. The original post states that Albion and Aurora were destroyed by an asteroid willed to strike by the wish of a mad king. You allegedly play a character in the far-flung future at a point when humanity has managed to reach a medieval-like civilization again. Wow, they really did some convoluted shit to get back to the medieval period, but I like it. I mean, I don't like the weird backstory, but I like the fact that it does seem like it is leaning towards that medieval playstyle. So that's what I like. I like the armor and the old school weapons, like the swords and the bows and shit. I like that. So yeah, talk about a reset. Sounds too ridiculous to be true, but it also sounds like a perfectly fine excuse to blah blah blah. To wipe the, yeah, it does sound like a perfectly fine excuse to wipe the slate clean. So yeah, it does kind of sound like it's gonna be a reboot based on the rumors that I've heard just person to person and based on this PC Gamer article, I guess. I mean, it's 2 days ago, so it's pretty recent. So this is the accumulation of everything everybody's heard kind of going into this article, I guess. But yeah, here's that sword I was talking about. Yes. That's all it shows is a sword and a fairy. I don't know what that means. I guess it's just gonna be magic and weapons, swords and shit. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much my take on it. That there's not really much to take away from it. It's all just speculation and rumor. There are some things that I hope come out of it, and there are some things that I definitely hope don't come out of it. I hope that it's not like another fucking Fable 3. I hope that they really actually do this fucking right, because there are a lot of ways to do this wrong. And they did all of them with Fable 3, and I'm just hoping they don't do that with this one here. Wow, I wish that was much bigger. That looks like shit. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Just wanted to kind of touch on this trailer, more or less just because that one person asked me to, but I was also kind of thinking about it. Why not? Everybody's probably doing it. Might as well jump on that bandwagon. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What you guys want to see out of the new Fable game. By the way, I do hear that it is gonna be multi-platform. I mean, when I say multi-platform, I mean Xbox and PC. I don't know about the PlayStation and shit. So if it is PC, you can bet your bottom dollar that I'll definitely be getting it, and I'll definitely be making videos on it.